Starfield has saved the family from a fiery death. The actors' strike crippling Hollywood could be coming to video games, and an update on Arcane Season 2 is finally here. I'm Ash Dixon, and this is Jinx News. Starfield isn't even out yet, and it's already saving lives. That's according to a post by Tidykiller that surged to the top of Starfield's subreddit yesterday. Along with a picture of a burning apartment building, he went on to explain that during a late-night gaming sesh, he heard an explosion from a downstairs apartment. Well, that rapidly evolved into a huge fire, and soon everyone's lives were in danger. He sprung into action, grabbed his wife and cat, and quickly got everyone to safety. And where does Starfield come into all of this? Well, Tidykiller explains that gaming at 2:26 in the morning is not the norm for him, but after buying the early access for Starfield, he couldn't really put it down. Now, some people will say, if he was asleep, surely the explosion would have just woken him up. Maybe, but considering he received minor burns, it's pretty safe to say that they were cutting it pretty close. Although, that could be because he also saved the Xbox. Yep, he later commented to confirm that it's safe and sound at the hotel that they're staying at. We don't quite know what started the fire, but either way, we're just glad that they're all safe and that he can keep playing Starfield. Speaking of Bethesda, apparently they're not giving up on Redfall. That's according to their head of publishing, Pete Hines. Published by Bethesda and developed by Arcane, Redfall was pegged to be a thrilling vampire hunting co-op shooter. However, once players actually got to sink their teeth in, they soon discovered it was in fact just a lifeless husk infected with tons of bugs. Sitting at a woefully low 56 on Metacritic, it was particularly embarrassing as it was one of only 2 AAA exclusives for Microsoft this year. Hines says they will continue to work on it until it is, and I quote, a good game. It's nice to know that's the bar 4 months after release. He said, the Elder Scrolls Online PC launch was not flawless, but we stuck with it. Now it's an insanely popular multi-platform. It's the same with Fallout 76. Redfall is no different for us. Now, a lot of people are going to be thinking, just scrap it and move on. We know Arcane can make great games, we only have to look at Prey and Dishonored. Just cut your losses and start fresh. But Hines explains why that's not the plan. He said, we know, as a first-party studio, Game Pass lives forever. There will be people 10 years from now who are going to join Game Pass, and Redfall will be there. Now, I'm curious what you think on this one. Is Redfall worth saving? Can it even be saved? Let us know in the comments down below. Baldur's Gate 3 has been keeping speedrunners very busy since its release, and now one player has set a new record thanks to Shadowheart. And no, I'm not speaking about the widely reported 6% category. Get your mind out the gutter. And thank God too, because the trick involves stuffing her corpse into a box.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
The strategy was found by YouTuber May and involves picking Gale, casting Enhanced Leap before bouncing your way past all of the combat encounters. Due to story reasons, which I won't spoil, Shadowheart auto joins your party, and once you're in Act 2, that's when you commence shadowboxing, as they call it. It involves murdering Shadowheart, stuffing her body into a box, setting it on fire before vigorously shaking it until you've miraculously teleported to a final boss in Act 2. Now, ain't that a bug and a half? Once there, you're then able to finish the game early thanks to one of Gale's special abilities, but again, we don't do spoilers here, so I won't drop that bombshell. Overall, the new strat means May has been able to beat Baldur's Gate 3 in an insane 4 minutes and 15 seconds. I think I spent longer than that just picking my haircut, and thank God too, because Johnny Saxon now looks ravishing.
This is Johnny Saxon. He's ready to deliver some sweet, sweet justice and look good while doing it.
The actors' strikes that have brought Hollywood to its knees could be coming to video games. They officially started on July 13th, with union SAG-AFTRA demanding better pay and conditions for actors and guarantees from studios around the use of AI. Now, in a statement over the weekend, they said that they will be having a vote amongst members in preparation for the union's forthcoming bargaining dates with signatory video game companies. That means members will vote on whether they want to extend their ongoing strike to certain major video game companies. Those include the likes of Activision Blizzard, Insomniac, and Epic Games. Now, SAG-AFTRA's negotiations with these companies are separate from their disputes in film and TV, so a strike in video games isn't guaranteed here. It could just be a way of strengthening their hand in negotiations. But considering how integral voice acting and motion capture are in modern video games, a strike could have devastating effects on the industry. And let's be honest, it's not like a lot of developers need any help in delaying their video games. Looking at you, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Plus, AI is being used in gaming a lot lately, and let's just say it's not always proving to be very popular. Let us know whether you'd support a strike in the comments. Valve has permanently banned 90,000 Smurf accounts in Dota 2, and the main accounts behind them are under threat too. For those unaware, Smurfing is when an experienced player uses a fresh account so they can get matched with a bunch of noobs. The Smurfer gets to feel like a god and crush the competition, while the new players think, boy, I hate this game, I'm never going to play it ever again. Ultimately, it's a big problem for the long-term health of competitive games, and Valve have had enough. Not only are those 90,000 accounts permanently banned, they've also tracked the main accounts associated with them, meaning if they keep creating new Smurfs, well, their big boy accounts with 2,000 hours played will also get the ban hammer. Other games don't seem to take such a heavy-handed approach. League of Legends, and there'll be certain streamers upset about this too. A rather recycled staple is taking a bottom-ranked account and climbing to the top. But what do you think? Do you agree with Valve on this one? It looks like Season 2 of Arcane is coming in winter next year. Set in the world of League of Legends, fans of the animated show have been desperate for more episodes after it debuted on Netflix back in 2021. For those who haven't seen it, go watch it, it's very, very good. And thanks to the Tencent Video V Vision Conference, an event run by the parent company of Riot Games, we now know that the next round of episodes is quite a while away. And it's going to be painful to wait over a year, but hey, at least it serves as a nice Christmas present for us all. I'm just hoping Santa Braum makes an appearance.
Sometimes she'll become smashing bored.
You know why. A bunch of the world's biggest content creators have made a brand new competitive gaming league. Called the Creator League, it was announced during MrBeast's latest video, in between blowing up a roller coaster and shredding a Lamborghini, of course. Now, strangely, MrBeast isn't actually taking part. Instead, the league will see 8 top influencers like iShowSpeed, Bella Porch, and Fortnite Pro Clicks lead their teams of fans to compete in a series of different gaming tournaments. It kicks off with an event on a Fortnite custom map, and to join, there's an open qualifier with a $50,000 prize pool, of which the top players get to compete, and then a launch show will take place where the creators will draft their teams. Now, a key part of the Creator League is the community passes, which cost $20. They give you the ability to vote on the players that are signed to the creators' teams, and the rules and format for future competitions. But despite only being announced a few days ago, it's already causing quite the stir, because as it turns out, those community passes are also NFTs, and not everyone involved knew about it. In fact, IRL streamer CDogVA has since pulled out, and it looks like others might soon follow. Not off to the best start. We'll have to see how that one develops. And that's it for today. Thanks for being part of our very first show. We're going to be providing gaming news Monday to Friday, so make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. And if you liked what you saw, there's plenty more to check out too. We'll see you tomorrow.